2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
How close was that to going down? "16 feet to the cup."
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, so close. Putting for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Well, what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
It's an uphill shot, Luke, with a large mound to the right that you can land it on and have it kick back on the green. There's no guarantees that it will. And if it stays over there, especially up on top of the mound, well, now you've got all kinds of issues with your third shot. It's a really difficult second shot to find this green in 2 that is long and narrow.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Ooh, right by the hole. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Playing their 4th shot. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Looking good. That's a good bogey in the end. There he is, the Olympic gold medalist Justin Rose, on top here in this tournament. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently at +1 for the tournament. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this one is for his par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Yeah, that one will play. More chance to sneak inside top 20 in the standings here with this putt.
These are on rails, looking good.
Wonderful shot. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Sitting at a couple of shots over par. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Going with the 5-iron here. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
A bit short with that effort.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Whew. Came close with that chip. Putting for a par here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, this is just unfortunate. So close to the fairway, but sitting really down. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Left yourself an opportunity. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get back to even par with this putt.
Sinking this putt will help them pull in front of Tony Finau. Let's see if this will add some heat to the rivalry.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, don't give them praise, just look with admiration. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Wow. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That's tracking. Wow. That's classy. Good save from there.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This one's headed towards the rough. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. Well struck. And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into the top 10. Beautiful shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
Nice little par putt here.
And there it is. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. He finds himself in a share of 10th place. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This one needs to kick left. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. Oh, what a great stroke. It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now 4 back after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
So far, so good.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
And this putt to be even with Tony Finau.
That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently in 5th place.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if he can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
This is on a stupendous line.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
That starts off on a good line.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently 1 under for the event. As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 17th, a long, strong par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
And this effort by Justin Thomas just a short while ago. And here we are with the third shot.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
A putt for a place in the top 10. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make a par here. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And we head to the famous finishing hole at Riviera, the 18th, Rich. Really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
That was bang on target. And this putt is for a final score of 70. And that will do it for him at this event. And as this tournament comes to a close, Rich, it's going to be a top 20 finish for this player.
Yeah, it was a good week all around. Some bright moments in this player's game, but overall, it lacked a little bit. Work needs to be done.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey, Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this featured group's play this week. It's going to be fire, let me tell you. There seems to be quite the rivalry starting between these two players.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Great shot. Time for the second shot into the first. Going with the 8-iron here. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
After that hole, this player is second in the standings, behind Lexi Thompson. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Club up. I like this play.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Like the look of this one. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Time to step into the bunker now. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Currently has a share of second place. Teeing off now on a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh my, that was launched. Second shot here on the third. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt is of 9 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. This putt is about 8 feet. Nice stroke. Currently 1 under for the tournament. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Let's return to live play now. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, they really...
This is buckets. Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes on the whole way.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This for a birdie run.
This looks good. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. This hole is a par 5.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Sitting at -3, currently tied for 3rd position. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 shot back now. Oh, well done. And this putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Oh, that was pure. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's not the shot they're after.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
How close was that to going down? And this is an extremely long putt. They might even have to hinge on this one.
This is what they have left for a par.
Putting for a bogey. That's frustrating. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. Well, this should find the short grass. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, right by the hole. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. And that will take him to 5 under. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Heck of a round going right now for this player. Has moved well inside the top 10 and continues to move up this leaderboard with 9 holes left.
That should find the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here. Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting. And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
A birdie putt awaits. Not a bad line, this. And that will drop in for a birdie. And that's going to hoist him into first place. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And that's the right momentum. Back into top spot on the leaderboard. Here we are in front of a par 3. Opting for the 5-wood. That might be one club too many. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Looking for another birdie here.
Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place. Lexi Thompson holds second. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Well, just like Lloyd Christmas, you've got a chance. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
A par putt awaits. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Moving right along, they're currently tied for first in the standings, alongside Lexi Thompson. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. And he needs this to save par. Hey, that's a chance. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. This shot from around 210 yards. He shares the lead. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Ouch, that hurts. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, in the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots. Well, it was a bold strategy, but it looks like it's going to pay off. Sitting at 6 under for the day. They currently share the lead in this one. That should find the surface. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Choosing the 9-iron here. That was special.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 8 under. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay. Leading by a couple after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. Oh, what a ripper from long range.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
And now over to Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Still in the lead now after that hole. What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
Awesome stuff.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play. A chance to chip in here and snatch the title. Wow, that almost went in the hole. The equation's pretty simple. Chip this in and win the tournament. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And with this putt, he will win the event. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
Having to build another basement, Luke. He's racking up the hardware.
Well, there you have it, Henny. This player was unable to take them down before, but now they've finally done it. They've won this rivalry.
Indeed they have, Luke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They took that saying to heart and they came out on top.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.